Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Well, I didn't come to play today. And this was a random beat. I love this for me. I love this for me. Tune in, tune in. Tune in. Today's story time. Tune in, tune in. How was y'all weekend? How was y'all doing? How's my gang doing? Hey, bitch. Hey, bitch. Yeah, yes, Uzo. Yes, sir. I'm doing a little story time. So I just wanted to come on here. I hope y'all vibing with me tonight, Monday night. Where's the Kenny Con? I hope y'all vibe. I can't type up the charger inside the team. Oh, okay, there you go. Okay. Coming. I'm thinking that I'm going to do a live hopefully every week. It just helps me get the content out faster and I ain't got to edit. I suck at editing. My sister's back teaching. So, I got to make it do what it do. Shout out to Pearly. Shout out to Uzo for being in here. I really want to come and talk to y'all about, let me stop fucking with my hair, but bitch, goddamn. I didn't know I was going to come out here looking like this. Woo! But, I went to go see my friends yesterday and they told me to tell y'all this story, this embarrassing ass story. So I'm going to tell y'all and just talk about my experiences as a dark-skinned, brown-skinned, plus-size woman in America. So come and vibe. Come and vibe. Come and vibe. Come and vibe. I'm finna go. Hold on. Yes. Come on. Yes. I said, let me talk to you while you wind your waist. Hey, open your legs, let me get taste. No, okay. So, thank you for coming to my live. Anybody that's here, it's only like 4 people, but that's whatever. I don't give a fuck. So, if y'all don't know who I am, my name is Young Rooks, and I am 27 years old. I am turning 28 this year. So, I just wanted to say that so y'all can be aware of the biological and societal time clock that I think I'm on. So just to put some facts out there, I am a plus-sized woman. I am brown-skinned, dark-skinned. I am Nigerian. I am Muslim. I identify as Muslim, let me say that. And I'm 27, turning 28 this year, 1992. 90s baby, stand up. So with all that being said, I didn't even add the fact that niggas ain't shit. But with all that being said, it's hard out here for a pimp. I'm a single black woman with no roster, with no valuable men that I could say this, that, and the third. And I'm also a 27-year-old woman that's never been in love. I have never been in love. I have never looked at a man or been with a man and imagined myself marrying him, imagining myself with kids, none of that. I've never experienced that, nor have I been in a serious or a real relationship. At 27 years, I've never been in something serious. I've never been. And now I'm at the point where my friends and they friends are getting married and having kids. And I'm just looking like, will I ever find love? And it's like, as women are becoming more powerful and standing in their strength, it's like, you don't need to rush the time clock. You can do whatever you want. Look at Tracy Ellis Ross. She's living a life and this, that, and the third. And yeah, you're right. But at the end of the day, lonely. I'm so lonely. And as we all know, comparison is the thief of joy. We all know that. You don't have to repeat it. We know. I know if nobody else knows. But the thing about comparison is that you can't stop it. You don't even feel yourself about to compare it until it's that time. And again, being on social media, as hard as I am, you know what I mean? I just can't help it. I can't help the fact that I'm comparing myself time and time again. And so that's just to give you a piece of my mindset. You know what I mean? You know, where I am. Like, I really, really, I'm a hopeless romantic. I really would love love. Like, I really would. But I ain't met a nigga out here, you know what I'm saying, that will make me stop in my tracks and be like, oh, I would love to pursue a relationship with him. Oh, I would want to be serious with him. And on top of that, and I hate to beat a dead horse, but the mindset of a lot of these men is not what it is. And people think these hypothetical scenarios are just hypothetical. They're just that. They're just Twitter topics, they're Facebook topics. No, these expose how niggas will think. You know what I mean? Oh, would you rather have a gay son or a daughter for a hoe? You know, the way a nigga will respond will let you know what kind of man that is. You know what I mean? If a man is saying, oh, why didn't she just call the police? Ha, ha, red flag, sound the alarm. Like, there are things there nowadays that when I hear it, I automatically know, oh, I can't do nothing with you. The only thing that I could do with you is probably fuck. I can't do nothing with you because your mind is cuckoo. Your mind is crazy. One man I thought was fine as hell. We were talking about music because, you know, this whole versus thing has been going on during quarantine. And he's going to talk about, I don't care what R. Kelly did. I don't care what R. Kelly did. I'm going to stay listening to his music. I'm not going to delete his catalog. I don't give a fuck what he did. Mind you, he probably lying. They probably lying on him. They had a whole documentary about this man. The receipts where there are 2 live-in girlfriends on that age. And you mean to tell me that you think that they are lying on this man in 2020 during a pandemic? Ha. It's a madhouse. And so, trash, girl. And so my thing is, you have to be honest with yourself. I'm glad Uzo's even here because there was a tweet that Uzo tweeted about how she knew that she wasn't conventionally attractive. And she's not calling herself ugly. She's just simply saying that according to European standards and societal norms, she doesn't fit that description. And it's the same here. Knowing that although, you know, I'll fuck your daddy in a heartbeat, knowing that I can do what I want if I really put my mind to it, at the end of the day, I'm not conventionally attractive. I'm a plus size, dark skinned woman with hyperpigmentation and acne scarring. You know what I mean? No matter what beat that I put on, mind you, this beat is fire. At the end of the day, I got to take it off. It's not who I am. So me living in that truth also limits the dating pool. I'm not going to be attractive to a lot of niggas, and that's okay because I understand that. That's all about preference. Don't put me down because I'll fuck your mama and your daddy just to prove a point. But I definitely have limitations, you know, regarding the dating pool because of who I am. And that's just, it's the fact of the matter. It's not nothing like, oh, Ruka, you, no. It's just what it is. And I fortunately am friends with a lot of bad bitches. Like, I can honestly say 99% of my friends that are women are bad women. And one of the plights that I face is that when these women go out, I'm the ugly friend. I'm not the ugly friend because I'm technically ugly. It's just because I don't fit those standards. So now when they're getting ready and they're, you know, in their bag and we dancing and grooving and shit, they'll hit me with the, oh, Ruka, you look so good. No, you don't look big. Like, you beautiful. Well, bitch, I know. I'm looking at myself right now. I know. But at the end of the day, if you a big bitch, Future not gonna let you in the club. Future not gonna let you in the club. And it's an insecurity because, like, there have been instances where I've gone to the lounge, gone to the clubs with friends, or gone to a party with friends, and they'll let them in the section, but they see me and want to close the rope. Again, not because I'm ugly, but because I'm big. And big is, you know, equivalent to ugly to a lot of people. And so that insecurity and that truth is another thing that limits my dating pool. So on top of being like I'm big, but I'm also, and I guess that comes with a lot of territory because I know a lot of big women who are the same, but I'm also aggressive. Like, I don't have time to waste. You will know what I'm thinking when I'm thinking it. Are you wasting my time? Do I want to jump your bones? Do I want you to take me to Pound Town? Do I want you to Simasama? Who got the keys to my bima? I will let you know. And that's also, could be a turn on or a turn off to a lot of these niggas. But within that pool, within knowing that my pool is limited because I'm a bigger woman, because I'm a black woman, a brown skinned, dark skinned woman, there are also limitations within that dating pool because fetishizing. There are niggas in this dating pool. Guys, there are niggas in this dating pool who are local. They are crazy. These motherfuckers will feed you. They will feed you to make you bigger because they like that shit. Ain't that some wild shit? That's some wild shit. Oh, I know BBWs have wetter pussy. Oh, I know BBWs can suck dick better. But I also know I will never claim a BBW in public because y'all are BBWs. You know what I mean? It's a problem as a plus size woman when you are aware of yourself, when you're aware of society, and you are single. There's a problem. There's a problem. So it's a limitation upon a limitation with the restriction upon a restriction. And then there's my preference. There's also that. I don't know what newspaper went out to these men, making them believe that a plus size woman cannot have any type of standard. But I'm here to tell you, this girl, this plus size darling, this plus size chocolate darling has a preference. I'm not about to settle for any nigga just because he's attracted to me. I don't give a fat flying fuck. I don't give a fuck. Oh, you should just accept whoever comes to you because you big. You're not gonna get too many options. Ha. In the pandemic, that's how you're talking? Wild. So that's also another issue. That's also another issue. Having your own preference, having your own standards, understanding that your dating pool is limited because of who you are. And within that dating pool, there's fetishizing men who are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. They are loco, they are nuts. And then understanding that you don't fit the mold of European beauty or the standard beauty for Black women. I mean, let's get that out there as well. I don't fit the standard beauty for Black women. Guys, I'm also not talking about the Instagram beauty. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about the standard that has come out with the slim waist, fat ass, big titties. I'm not even there. I'm talking about the standard minimum. Standard minimum. So it's a little hard. And then your friends, God bless their heart, they won't get it because they're not in your shoes. They don't know. You know what I mean? Oh, Ruka, you're a baddie. You're a bad bitch. Like, you can get anybody you want. I love that energy. I love it. But you and I both, let's speak French. We both know that unfortunately it's not true. And the sooner I accepted that, the better my chances were to go to where I want to go. So that is one side. Then the other side is that you're not supposed to look for love. It's supposed to find you. In a pandemic, I'm supposed to be, if it's supposed to find me, what's taking so long? What's taking so long? They say that you're supposed to focus on yourself, focus on your goals, focus on what you want to do in life. And when you least expect it, love will find you. Again, guys, I am 27 years old. When is it going to find me? Somebody tell me, when is it going to find me? I would like to know. Knowing that my pool is limited, knowing I have certain preferences, when is it going to find me? Let me tell y'all the reason. Yeah, beans for brains. Yes, sir. And Pearly, you're right. I'm just strictly speaking about myself. So I guess, I don't know what I saw on Instagram, but I guess I was in a rush. I was in a rush because This guy reached out to me on Twitter. He was, he wasn't like fine, but he wasn't ugly. And I like, I personally, my preference is a bigger man, like a husky man, not one with titties, because my preference is not a man with titties. You can have man pecs like those jiggly holes, but your titties can't. No, I have a thing, no titty. So he's a husky. My preference is a husky nigga, bearded or not bearded, that's okay. If you don't have hair, I need you to be completely bald. I don't need you to try to save nothing for nothing. If you're bald, you're bald. I need you to be bald and bearded. If you're just bald, that's a problem. Bald and bearded or nothing. And then, I prefer dark-skinned men with locks. I love that shit. Anyways, this guy was a bigger man. He played football in college. And, he was just cool. You know what I'm saying? He did the things that I did. He was just chilling. I was like, ooh, bet. La, la, la. Mind you, your girl hasn't shaved her pussy since quarantine. Like, that hoe, sometimes I feel like it grabs the blanket while I'm sleeping and keeps us both warm. Like, that hoe is... like it's scary down there. So, because I just haven't had any prospects. I've just, you know what I'm saying? So we talked for a minute, and then I'm just like, I'm a person, I don't like talking on the phone. We could either text or we could either link up. That's just who Ruka is. So I was like, we could just link up. I could come to your place and we could just link up. And so we had this on and off phone tag thing. Like, when I was available, he wasn't, and vice versa. Finally, like a few weeks, like it was like 3 weeks we was playing phone tag. But finally, like I went to go record with a friend, and then I hit him up. I was like, what are you doing? I'm about to be done in an hour. Can I swing by? So he was like, yeah. I was like, finally, we get to link. So I go to his crib, right? And so we chilling, we talking, we have a good time, you know what I'm saying? A little puff, you know what I'm saying? A little wild stuff like that. And so, again, I need to reiterate that I, Ruka, am a bigger woman. I'm a big fine. I'm a plus-size woman. He himself, he's about 6'2", 6'3", 310 pounds, and he's a bigger nigga as well. And so I am a sexual human being, and I was ready to rumble. I'm just going to be honest with myself and the viewers who are here. I like things that I like. And so I was like, oh, where's your trash can? I want to spit out my gum. I needed my breath to be fresh. And so he was like, oh, I don't have a trash can, but I have a trash bag. I was like, shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. So I go and I spit out my gum, right? And so when I spit out my gum, I had a cardigan on, and I took off my cardigan because I'm about to get comfortable and I'm about to start rolling. It's about to be Royal Rumble pay-per-view in this bitch. I'm ready. I haven't had some in a long time. I'm hot. I'm bothered. I'm ready to go in. So I take off my cardigan and I lay down on his bed, and he cuts turn off the lights and light a candle. Like, so I'm assuming he's ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready. He's ready. Oh, let's go. So he gets on the bed, right? And so like I think he's talking about Young Thug or some shit like that. And so I stop him and I'm like, come here, right? I'm thinking, if I say come here in the bed and the lights are off and the gum is out of my mouth, I'm thinking that it's time to rumble. That's what the fuck I'm thinking. I'm thinking the deal. I'm thinking the thrills. I'm thinking what's really good. So I tell him to come here. This nigga says, he scoots closer to me, and then he says, oh, I'm here. What do you want me to do now? As a man, you're 30 years old. A bitch is in your bed. The lights are off. She says, come here. You get into her face and then you say, oh, what do you want me to do now? I said, what? I said, you shouldn't have to ask. And so when I said you shouldn't have to ask, guys, the bed made like hydraulics and said, doo-doo. That thing said doo-doo. That whole just, I said, I said, yee. Two big motherfuckers in the bed, and now the bed is crashing. The bed is crashing. He said, oh, I must have not put my bed up right. It be doing that sometimes. Allahu Akbar. Are you kidding me? I said, oh, no. And so I was like, you shouldn't have to ask. You shouldn't have to ask. And he was like, oh, but I don't have any condoms. Nigga, I ain't even wet. I told you my pussy has been clawing my own sheets for months. I need to get going. I need the gears to start whirring. You know what I mean? Like, you talking about condoms, nigga, talk about this titty in your mouth. Like, why? How are we on different pages when I've been setting this shit up for weeks? What is you talking about? So I sit up, and when I sit up, he scoots back, and then the bed does what? Choo-choo! It does it again. And he says, oh, it's probably going to go all the way down. So when it does, don't trip. Ha! Ha ha! I said, Ruka, this is what you get. This is what you get. You were rushing. You were rushing, trying to find something, trying to find a filler in your life to do something for you. And now look at where you are. The bed is breaking and not in a good way. The bed is going where your bar is, to hell. That bar is so low that the bed is trying to follow. Now look at you. Look at you. Look at you and look at you. Look at where you are. Look at where you are. This fool hears the words, come here, and then he's starting to ask you, come where? Eh? And is he thinking that you're going to put your mouth on his penis? You, when your own coochie coochie is dry? Your own coochie coochie is dry? Does he want you to put your mouth on his penis when your own coochie coochie is dry? Ha. I got up and I just sat there, right? I sat there for like, I want to say like 5 minutes. And then I turned, like, mind you, he adjusted himself to where I feel like he was now ready to rumble, but the time has passed. So I got up, I looked back, and I was like, I think I'm going to head home. And he was like, okay. And he has like where he lived right in front of a lake. And so the hug bye was awkward. He was like, text me when you get home. Never in my life. And he closed the door, and I just sat down by the lake, and I said, Ruka, look at your life. Look at your life. Is it because you're on Instagram? Is it because you're on Twitter? Is it because you're on the Facebook that you're thinking, you can find love in a hopeless place? Are you Rihanna? Are you Rihanna? Are you Rihanna? Eh? Look at you. Look at you. And I really had to sit down and I had to think. It's self-awareness. Like, what has you rushing? What has you rushing? In a pandemic, what has you rushing? And it's because I know I'm limited. I know I am. Yes, Ruka, I can lose the weight, whether with surgery, whether natural, I can lose the weight. But like, why is it such a fairy tale to be in love at the size that I am? Why is it a fairy tale? I know many plus size women who are in love, who are married with their men, happy. I know of them. So why can't I be one of the few? Why can't I be a chosen one? Why am I in an apartment where the bed is breaking? Why am I in that type of situation? Are y'all viewing what I'm viewing? Are y'all seeing what I'm seeing? Yes, you are. You're seeing a bad bitch. You're seeing one. I'm looking at y'all in the comments. I see nothing but bad bitches in the comments. Yet, the struggle for a plus-size single Black woman in this world, I don't think it's talked about enough. Speaking of, let's even move to Chica. I don't know if anybody knows Chica. She's a female rapper. Her Twitter name is Oranika. And she was on the freshman double XL, list. And it came about that she's not in conversations because of the way she looks. She's a dark skinned plus sized woman. And there's a saying like men are only nice to women they're attracted to. And people are thinking or looking at that statement and they're like, duh, like, no, you don't get it. Even if you don't want to do anything with them and you don't find them attractive, be nice to them. What's so hard about being nice to a woman because she's a woman? You see a man and you don't think twice about that man and you're nicer to that man than you're nicer to a woman that you're not attracted to. Why is that? Isn't that strange? We all know pretty privilege is real. It's real and real deal Holyfield. We know it. But I'm thinking minimum, normal human to human interaction. Even though I'm not attracted to you, why are you not nice? And Ornika brought that up. We are not put into dark-skinned black women. I mean, not even dark-skinned black women, bigger women, dark-skinned black women, dark-skinned bigger women, and this, that, and the third. We are not included in conversations because of our appearance. Mind you, within the freshman XL, double XL freestyles, she was one of the top ones that did great. But she's not included in these conversations, and people don't seem to know that they've been so solidified in the societal norms, they don't see that they are the issue. And one of the things that I'm learning with self-reflection is that people don't like to face the truth about themselves. It's scary. I mean, I'm going through it right now, so I know that shit's frightening. Not only is it frightening, you realize how deep you are in your habits, your bad habits. You realize just how far gone you really are when you tell yourself the truth. And so people don't want to face that. They have a mirror, but they're not looking at themselves. You know what I mean? So one, you have people who aren't facing the truth about themselves. Two, we already know the European standards of beauty. Three, we already know pretty privilege exists. Four, we already know colorism exists. So all of these things play a major part in how people succeed or not succeed, especially in an industry like entertainment, music, or art. You know what I mean? And so bringing the dark-skinned black woman and being nice to who you're attracted to me, it's the same thing. You can be placcated by your friends and they can tell you that you're beautiful and you can spend an hour or 90 minutes doing your makeup, but at the end of the day, you know who you are. They don't know who you are because they don't live with you. They don't see the interactions that you have because they're not big women. You are the big woman. Like I go out and people cross the street not because they think I'm dangerous, but they think there's no space on the sidewalk for the both of us. That's my reality. And again, like I don't look for pity or empathy because you wouldn't know unless you are it. And I wouldn't wish this on anyone. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't. I know fat positivity, body positivity, love that for us. But I personally wouldn't wish anybody to be fat. Like that doesn't make any sense. That's why when the topic of skinny shaming and fat shaming comes up, I laugh. Nobody's discrediting skinny people at all about their experience. I've seen it. I've been a villain or a bully within that. Oh, you so skinny. Like I know that skinny shaming is very, 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 very real. And it can change and mold a person. They can, body dysmorphia is also very real. Of course I see that. Of course I know it. But skinny shaming isn't the same as fat shaming. Not to compare struggles, but skinny shaming is not the same as fat shaming. You know what that is. You would wish to be skinny first before you would wish to be fat. It's not the same. It's not the same. one is worse than the other because one defies European and beauty standards within this country and in the entire world. It's not the same. Don't let your experience blind you from the truth. Nobody's discrediting your experience, but just because you've had that experience doesn't mean the truth is any more flawed than it is. The truth is the truth, and the facts are the facts. Fat shaming is worse. Being skinny wouldn't not make you get a job. Being fat would. Let's stop that. Let's stop the lies. Let's stop the madness. No one is discrediting your experiences. However, skinny shaming and fat shaming are on two different levels. And you know that. And it's okay. It's okay. It's okay because your experience and your personal truth is your own, so you can't see it. However, just because you can't see it doesn't mean anybody else can't. We all have, Pearly. We all have seen it. We all have. We've all seen it. And somebody shouldn't have to bring up your fat ass mama in order for you to be empathetic to bigger women. Your fat ass mama or your fat ass auntie or your fat ass sister. Nobody should have to bring up any type of woman that you love in order for you to understand an issue. I hate that shit. Oh, but if it was your mama, why do we have to bring up somebody that you love in order for you to get it? Are you that dumb? Are you that dense? That doesn't make any sense to me. It's not hard. It's not hard to understand. It's not hard to sit back and be like, you may be right. But because you don't live the life that I live, what I'm saying doesn't hold importance to you. And that's with anybody. And that's okay. But look at your fat ass mama. Look at your fat ass auntie, your fat ass sister. And another thing that people don't understand is the plight is different for a fat woman rather than a fat man. I don't know why. Oh, I do know why. Patriarchy. But the plight of the black plus-sized woman and the plight of the black plus-sized man is different. People love a husky nigga. Oh, I want a teddy bear for winter. I want a black husky man for winter. I love big men. Like, you know how many bad bitches are with fat black men right now? Do you know how many? Do you know how many? Right? And then you came into some real shit, nigga. But the difference is, like, I don't know why people would rather, or women are more accepting of black fat men than black fat women. It's mind-boggling to your girl. It's mind-boggling to me. But it's the truth. And, when you speak on your truth, everybody wants to talk about comparing struggles. Oh, well, we shouldn't have to, but the truth is the truth. In order for you to understand, I need you to know the truth. And this is that. This is that. And then I'm touching everything. Wow, I'm a genius. And then it's what we see. It's the Fashion Nova BBW that everybody wants. It's the Tabria Majors. You know what I mean? It's the Ashley Grahams. It's the Takaras. Shout out to that pioneer. But it's the Takaras that they want. They not understanding the apple and pear-shaped bitches. They thinking that a bitch has a slimmer waist and big thighs and fat ass and big titties. They're not understanding that we got, shout out to all the pears, okay? We got pear-shaped big bitches out here, okay? Shout out to all the apples. We got big-ass apples, all right? Apple-shaped women and pear-shaped women. There's not all hourglass thick women. And I personally think they're thick rather than big, but hey, you know what? So let's reiterate. Let's run it back. Hey, you guys. Let's run it back. Ruka is a dark-skinned, brown-skinned, 27-year-old Nigerian woman, single woman. She is not of the standard when it comes to the hourglass bigger woman. She's a pear-shaped woman, pear-shaped big woman. So that's one, that's two. Three, patriarchy has people accepting bigger black men before bigger black women. Four, people are not nice to people they don't think that are attractive. So people see big motherfuckers and think they're disgusting and think they're gross or whatever the fuck. But they see them and they don't get it. Then on top of that, we have fetishizing. We have people who fetishize who you are, not for anything that you can offer, but for the fact that you are big. Oh yes, I know what big bitches can do. Then we have your preference. We actually, after all those things, we actually have to figure out what you like. This is all while being an older millennial. You know what I'm saying? So you are around people who are doing the damn thing. You know, degreed up, good job, good nigga, good child. They got it all. And look at you. Look at you. In a bed that's breaking. Holding on for dear mattress. You know it's hard out here for real. When you're trying to get this money for the rent. For the gas money. Spend. Catch a whole lot of bitches jumping shit. I didn't even touch on financial requirements. I didn't even touch on that. Because I care more about where your brain is than where your pockets are. If y'all still jamming R. Kelly saying I don't give a fuck what he's doing, then I don't need to know what your pocket's like. I don't give a fuck. Because y'all crazy. Oh, but what did she do for him to shoot her? I don't need to know anything that you got going on because that means you're crazy. You're crazy. I went to my friend's house the other day. And he had his friend over. And so we were talking about Trey Songz. I don't know if y'all saw the thing that happened with Trey Songz. These ugly no, you know what? There's hypocrisy in calling women. There are these, what is it called? The thought pop, the thought circle, the power circle. Adam 22, I don't know who he is. I don't know, I forgot what his podcast was. But Adam 22 has a podcast. And within that podcast, he has some of these big lips bitches on there. And the first time I saw them was when they were talking about what they were talking about. She ran train on like the whole NBA team or some shit like that. And so the next time we see him on the TL, they're with this slimy looking shorty, man, with fake Christian Dior shoes on. And she's talking about how Odell Beckham wanted her to shit on him. And then after that, and then the bitch was talking about how Trey Songz, she was giving head or something, and then Trey Songz told her to get in the bathtub, and he pissed on her, right? So fast forward to me at my friend's crib, and he's with his friend, and we're talking about it. We're like, he said, so do you believe what they're saying about Trey Songz is true? And I said, yes. Because Keke Palmer on the Breakfast Club came out and said something about it, and then double backed and went on the Wendy Williams show because she didn't get any support from Black women, saying when she spoke on Trey Songz. And this happened as well. I don't know the truth. I don't know how much truth it is when it comes to these bitches, because these bitches, I know they're just getting it. They're name dropping Black men, so I already know their MO. I already know what they're getting at. But Keke, I don't see there's no reason for Keke to lie. She had to hide in the closet away from Trey Songz because he took her phone. I definitely believe that nigga's on some predatory shit. I do. And so his friend was like, but why didn't she just leave? If he was being predatory, why didn't she just call the cops? The same cops that are killing people that look like you and me, you want me to go to them and tell them what? When over 90% of rape cases that are reported don't ever get convictions? You want me to go do what? You want me to go do what now? He said, oh, the police don't exist. Why didn't she go to police? I want to ask you a question myself. When you woke up this morning, did you say you were going to be dumb or did you say you're going to be stupid? Which one is it? Because you're stupid. Or you're focusing on something in your brain has shut off. Foolish. Foolish dummy. And then, because I was getting hot, I was like, oh, no, this can't be real life. I'm literally seeing Twitter men in real life. This is real life. And then we spoke about the Megan situation because at that time, Megan came out and was like, the story came out that 15 hours after the situation happened, Tory Lanez texted Megan and he didn't directly say, oh, I'm sorry for the shooting, but we could imply that he was sorry about something. And so it said that he was drunk and he's sorry that he did it. It should have never happened. So we were talking about that. And his friend goes to say, well, I just don't get how you're drunk and that happens. That means something, she must have done something while he was drunk for it to happen. I wanted to take one good baseball bat. I wanted to take it. And I wanted to just plow that man's head. You heard Megan Thee Stallion got shot twice. That's what you heard, right? Tory Lanez shot Megan twice he shot Megan in the foot, in both feet, sorry, right? So, the story was like a month or two ago, and as it unfolds, Megan is talking more and more about it, and Tory has remained silent. Then it comes out that he apologizes for what he's done because he knows what he's done, right? So these are the facts. And you're still saying, but she must have done something in order for him to shoot her. These are the men that are available on this earth, on this planet, because I don't want any parts. Yet God decided to make me heterosexual. God made me straight. But this is what we have to offer. A man saying, but what did she do to get shot in both feet when he already apologized because he was drunk? That's what your next question is? I said that, I told that story just to show an example of where I am with it. I don't even need to hear about your financials if your brain isn't sane. As Uzo just said, beans for brains is what a lot of these motherfuckers have. These motherfuckers will save their mama before they say their wife. They'll say their mama before they say their kids. They fat ass mama. They can respect their fat ass mama, but they can't respect a fat bitch or open the door for a fat bitch to go into Walmart. That's some wild shit to me. Oh, a fat bitch can't enter a section, but your mama can. That's some wild shit to your girl. It's warped. Society is warped. And then on top of that, I know myself. You can't tell me who I am. I know who I am. So you wanted me to settle for less than, it simply cannot work. It's simply not on this scale. Not this one. Not this big bitch. Who you got? The wrong one. Who you got? Not me. Oh, she could come. That's just like the story of Future at the nightclub. Not allowing big bitches in the club. The same shit. That's literally the same. That's exactly what I'm saying. You can't come in. Only attractive bitches allowed. You can be the baddest, biggest bitch. But because you are big, that automatically cancels out your beauty. And that is not fair. That is simply not fair. And I hate that for us. I really do. I really do, because it's not fair. Future not letting big bitches. I mean, it came out that the club owner was saying that big bitches can be let in, not Future. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Big bitches be living in these motherfuckers' minds rent free. And I don't know why. Because you're not fucking us. You're not fucking us. And another huge issue within my community, within the big beauty community, big girl community, is that motherfuckers love hiding us. That's another problem. If I'm honest with myself, the finest men that I've talked to or I've had sexual relations with, the finest ones always wanted to hide me. They've always wanted to hide me or hide what they're doing with me. And it was recently that I've, like a couple of years ago, that I've stopped accepting that. If you're not going to claim me in public, don't fuck me in private. If you're going to downplay who I am to you, don't fuck with me. And that's real shit. Don't fuck with me. If you can't use your mouth to tell motherfuckers who I am to you, then don't use your mouth on this coochie coochie. Don't use your mouth on this meow meow. Don't use your mouth on this fat ma. Use your mouth to lie to your niggas. Don't use your mouth to play me. Niggas love hiding big bitches and their want for big bitches. And it's wild. It is wild. And now it's like a sensor. You can sense it. You can sense an ain't shit nigga in that category. You can sense, this nigga, Love, so many things I gotta tell you, but I'm afraid I don't know how. Cause there's a possibility that you look at me differently, love. One more thing before I go. Excuse me. One more thing before I go. So, since I'm being transparent, in 2016, I was talking to this man from 2016 to 2019. And I want to emphasize that I was talking to this man because obviously he wasn't talking to me. And within this was the first, because my friend brought it to my attention, this was the first serious kind of situationship that I've been in because I allowed a lot of stupid shit to transpire and I didn't check it. I lost who I was in order to not be alone. And for instance, this man had a girlfriend and his girlfriend popped up at his crib one time and I was there. I was there watching the Ant-Man and the Wasp, oblivious to everything. I thought he ordered pizza. Turns out he ordered ex-girlfriend to the house. Extra pepperoni. So his girlfriend enters the chat and she's pissed because she sees me on the couch. Mind you, I am laid out, baby. Comfy. So he comes to me. He's like, I have to handle this. I'm going to explain everything later. Can you leave? I said, I got to leave. I was invited. But what did my dumb ass do? I left. He calls me later. And I have questions. I said, who is that? He said, his ex-girlfriend. I said, ex? When did y'all break up? And at that time, he said, 3 days ago. I said, I'm sorry? I'm sorry, what? He said, 3 days ago. I said, but you and I have been fucking recently, probably 3 days ago. What? And what happens? He's like, do you want to go get lunch? So we do. My dumb ass. And I said, why didn't you tell me you had a girlfriend? I would have left you alone. He said, because I didn't think it was your business to know. He told me he didn't think that I needed to know that he had a girlfriend. It's crazy, right? I endured so much disrespect from that man, and I didn't realize it until it was over. I said, oh, and it was over because he came and told me that he was engaged to another woman. The woman was not even his ex-girlfriend, but another woman entirely. Just saying it out loud just blows my mind. Like, Ruka, y'all crazy. Men are, wow. And I say that to say I was settling because I didn't want to be alone. And I currently am friends with a guy right now who's showing me agent of darkness. Get away from me. Shout out to Grace. Agent of darkness. But I realized with the friend that I currently am friends with, like, we're not really anything. We're just legit friends. Like, I was settling for something out of not wanting to be alone, and it was damaging me. Like, to the point where I'm doing things and he's telling me about the things that I'm doing, and I don't even realize I'm doing it. Like, why don't you stay a night? Because when I was with old dude, I would have to get out every time. When it was an hour, when it was a minute too long, he would always kick me out. So I'm programmed to leave. I'm like, we're not doing anything. Let me just leave before he tells me to get out. And he was like, no, I don't like that. And it was like, damn, Ruka, you really out here damaged. You're out here damaged because you didn't respect yourself. Yeah, he's at fault, of course. Of course, there's a good percentage to blame on him. But let's talk about your blame. Why were you accepting this? Mind you, if y'all follow me on Twitter, y'all follow me on Instagram, y'all know I'm a loudmouth motherfucker. There are things I refuse to accept, and yet I was accepting them off of Twitter. I was accepting them. I was doing the very things that I said I would never do, just because I didn't want to be alone, just because I'm a bigger woman and I know my pool is limited, and this man wanted me with and without makeup, and I just felt like I couldn't do any better. This is exactly where I was going to be. And I was so wrong that it blows my mind how wrong I was. My friend is showing me simple things. Oh, I went to Walmart and I know that you like watermelon, so I got you a watermelon. Oh, I know this movie just came out and I know you wanted to watch it. I'm gonna wait for you to come over so we can watch it. He's just doing simple human shit. And it's taking me aback to where I'm almost in tears because I've never experienced it. I'm a big bitch. This is not what, I'm used to. From a man who said I shouldn't know that he had a girlfriend because it's none of my business. But he was fucking me. He was leaving kisses on my spine. The plight of the big bitch is one that people don't really understand how deep it cuts. And I understand why they don't understand. It's not a problem for them. It's not an issue for them. They don't have to face it. Lizzo can post a picture of her drinking a shake and the messages would be, oh, she's so unhealthy. Why is she killing herself? But let a skinny bitch hold a 18 slice pizza, circle of pizza, and it's like, goals, mood. I need a chick like that. It's hard. It's hard. Love never knew. I knew. Again, I always want to keep these less than an hour, so let me wrap it up. Everybody who's been with me, I appreciate y'all tuning in. This was the plight of a big woman trying to find love, aka me. And I wanted to speak on all the things that I go through as a big woman and what I see as a big woman. And it's just that the equivalency to being big is for you to be unattractive. That's the bulk of it. That's the summary. Because you are big, you are deemed unattractive. And that's just the baseline. Everything else is another motherfucker. If you follow me or you subscribe to my YouTube, you've seen my skin. You know what I mean? You've seen my skin. I have a lot of acne scarring. I have a lot of hyperpigmentation. So that's one, on top of being big. Two, I'm dark skinned. I'm a dark skinned brown girl, brown black girl. That's number two, on top of being dark skinned. On top of being big. Bad skin and being dark skinned on top of being big. I have to reiterate it because it's so important. Then I'm not the what is it? The typical big woman. I don't have a slim waist, big thighs, big ass, big titties. I have no ass. Actually, I suffer from no ass at all. Actually, I don't have any ass. I got these big ass titties, and I like to see them jiggle all the time. If you see a picture of me, guarantee these motherfuckers gonna be out. I know it. I already know. People like to say, Ruka, oh, you always got your titties out. I know, because these are my money makers. Okay? Let's get that out the way. You think I'm gonna be ashamed? Oh, she just said, no, I'm not ashamed. I love my titties. I love them. I want them to be out all the time. I want people to comment on them all the time. I know what they are. I put them out there. If I'm looking for something to wear, my first thing is it going to show my titties? I know it. If I had an ass, it'd be dangerous. No Busta Rhymes. I really would be out here. This is serious. Like, y'all think I don't know? I'm sexy. I have sex appeal. I'm sexy. And I don't know if the hypersexuality comes from being big or it comes from childhood trauma. I don't know, but I've embraced it, baby. I like to be sexy. I do. And if that's a problem for you, then you need to get the fuck out of here. You need to get the fuck out of here. Like, cause what? So, sorry, sidetrack, because motherfuckers be in my motherfucking comments or in my motherfucking messages talking about what I look like. I know. So I'm not slim waist and I don't have an ass. So what is that? Bad skin, dark skin, not the typical big woman that people fetishize over or like the most. Right? So that limits my dating pool even further. Right? And then people not finding big women attractive. That's just how the world works, unfortunately. Or a good percentage, a solid percentage, the majority. Right? And then the plight of fat shaming, right? The plight of niggas fetishizing you because you're big, right? A motherfucker can't even eat a popsicle in public without a motherfucker shaming you. So it's amazing to me. A fat bitch will go into a gym working out and motherfucker will take a video of her. Look at this fat bitch. That's crazy. Also, my experiences, my situationships, or the men that I've talked to also scarred your girl, and I'm also healing off of that. It's a wild motherfucking world out here. And then, as I stated in the beginning, I'm a hopeless, helpless romantic. So even though I know all of these things, I'm over here still dreaming that I'll find my man in the grocery store by the tomatoes or the ground beef. And I touch the ground beef and he touched the ground beef at the same time. And we look at each other, it's like, wow. Love of my life, you are my friend. Love of my life. Some stupid shit like that. Or I'm walking on the sidewalk with books in my hand and I look down at my phone and then boom, 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 we bump into each other and he's picking up the books and I'm picking up the books and he looks at me and I look at him and like, oh. Ruka, what the fuck? Bitch, you big black bitch. Girl, you know this not gonna happen. But a girl can hope, okay? Since Netflix is making movies about tall bitches, why don't they make a movie about a fat bitch falling in love? Okay? Do that. And not some regular fat bitch, a bad bitch, okay? Okay, let's put me on there. Call it a diversity hire. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to be the side friend. I don't want to be Kelly and Insecure. No, I want my own main slice. Thank you, Kay. Thank you. Lulu, I love you too. Thank you, Kay. Thank you guys for tuning in. Uzo, you know I love you. If you don't follow or subscribe to the chick mentality, please do, because she be talking her shit just like I talk my shit. Okay? So, guys, let me wrap this up. This is an hour. This is the live of a struggling fat bitch trying to find love in 2020 during the pandemic. During the pandemic. But I got on this live also. I got on this live to talk to y'all. And this is an affordable makeup look, like, because I knew I wasn't going anywhere, so I didn't use any of my good shit. And I'm here looking good to the motherfucker. I'm proud of me, bitch. It's when I'm going nowhere that my makeup looks the best. Ain't that some shit for your ass? Ain't that some shit for your ass? And then I can't get drunk because I ain't got no dick lined up. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a Monday. You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I gonna do with this face? Snap it up. Best believe y'all gonna see some selfies then, a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Filter, baby. But this is unfiltered. I love that for me. But also, if you have a single friend who is a husky bearded motherfucker, or you know somebody who would like all of this ushy gushy my pussy on his face, then you know where to find me. My Instagram and Twitter are both Rukatrue _. That's RUKATRUE_. I also fuck daddies. So if your father is single, or he's looking to leave his wife, or you don't like your stepmom, just, you know what I'm saying, hit me up, because I love an older man. I love daddies. I've actually fucked a few in my past. I've lost some friendships because of it, but that's another story time for later. If y'all want that, let me know. But it's a terrible story, and it was all my fault, because I didn't know that was her daddy. But when I found out, I still fucked that nigga, and he's one of the best dicks of my life. But that's neither here nor there. This is the plight of the big black woman. Okay? This is the plight of the big black woman. Okay. If you have any fine friends, let me know. Unfortunately, I am straight, so I'm not taking any women applications at this time. But I'm very comfortable in my sexuality. I'll let you know if you're beautiful, but I can't let you eat my, I ain't gay, but I let a bitch eat me out. Now that I can admit that I would do. Okay. I won't eat you out, but you can eat me out. Okay. All right, guys. Shout out to y'all. Hey, Shanice, y'all came in late. Who fault is that? Can Acha join the chat? No, he can't join the goddamn chat. I'm finna get the fuck off this thing. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. Tell a friend if you want to. I love y'all so much. Y'all know where to find me if y'all need me. Again, all you loyal motherfuckers that stay up in this hole, I see each and every one of y'all. Like, y'all the reasons why I keep going and I keep talking my shit. Like, y'all the reasons why I was even more transparent to put my skin on here and do my makeup from the ground up. Y'all are the reason that I'm on this self-reflection journey and growing as a human being in the first place. Okay? So I appreciate y'all, and I hope y'all have a good Monday. And I got a Philly vlog coming out this week, so tune into that. Gina, Kay, Shanice, Lulu, Captain Adi, all of y'all, Vixen, Tony, I fuck with y'all. Y'all be good now.